Alrighty, yo YouTube, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy D-Man back in the video today. And in today's video, we're talking about a player that the Raptors should have gotten at the trade deadline. So if you are new, make sure that like button, comment, subscribe. And I'm going to be releasing more Raptors videos and more NBA related videos. So if you are new, hit that like button. Yeah, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and let's get right into the video. Alrighty, at the time now recording this video is Thursday, February 10th at 5:43 p.m. The player Raptors should have got at the trade deadline is freaking Bogdanovich from Atlanta Hawks. If they got him at the trade deadline, he would have provided shooting, bench score. He would have been very essential, adding about 11 or 12 points and shooting almost 40% from the three-point line. And he would have provided some shot creation on the offensive end, and he would have had a long-term contract he can play with and even trade next year even. But I don't want the Raptors trade for him. They wanted to trade freaking Johnny for fucking Thaddeus Young, so I mean, the Thaddeus Young trade is not bad, but the freaking Raptors are clogging the freaking forward spots because you have Thad Young, you have Boucher, and you have Achua. Thad Young only gives like about 6 points per game right now, but if you play him like about 10 to 20 minutes per game, he can probably give about 10 points per game outside the bench because that bench in for the Raptors is horrible. They're going to look in the buyout market. If they can get someone like even a Dennis Schroeder, Gary Harris, or even like someone like a Serge Ibaka, I don't think they're going to lead the Bucks, but someone like those three people, I don't know because my starting lineup is actually fine. You should leave starting lineup because you have Gotti, you have Gary, you have Pascal, you have everybody. OG. You have so many people out of starting lineup. Yeah, you know, starting five. I don't know. I'm just rounding off here because this trade deadline today was probably the most stupidest trade deadline ever. You're really telling me Harden freaking got released for Simmons, which is an okay trade. I mean, I don't know if the Nets are even going to rebuild or they're going to keep competing as they're in a 6th seed or 7th seed right now. They're behind us, so I don't know where they are for standings. And for the freaking Philadelphia 76ers, just got James Harden and Paul Millsap, who is a freaking nobody. But I'm just gonna talk about why the Raptors should have done for Bogdanovich today. But with the trade deadline heating up and moves made, the Raptors have been playing very well of late, as they're on a 7-game win streak, and they've been playing very well as a team. The trade deadline happens once a year and is good right before the All-Star break as well. But in this video, I felt like Bogdanovich should have been traded to the Raptors because he can provide bench depth, he has a very usable contract that can be moved again, and he has salary that the Hawks want to offload as they have Trae Young and Kevin Huerter on expiring contracts. This is a move that I encourage the Raptors to make, as my dog Will Lou from the Raptors said this trade first off. Bogdanovich honestly is like a 10 points per game scorer and he can provide bench contract depth. He's almost like 6th man of the year candidate. Bogdanovich is a very good bench scorer for the Hawks. He can be a very good sharpshooting. He's 27 and he can be off the bench for the Raptors. I know the Raptors, they wanted Danilo Gallinari first, but that's not the player they wanted. You should get, the player you should probably get is Bogdan, like I said again, and the really person they want on their team. But like I said, the trade done one way around. I think Bogdan probably has like a 3-year deal if I'm right. He has like an $18 million 3-year deal, which is very team friendly, and it can move either way within next season or the following seasons. Yeah, looking at his contract, that's a very mobile contract. Like $18 million for 3 years, that's pretty good. I know the Raptors wanted Danilo Gallinari, but Bogdan is a player the Raptors want as a sniper and a pure shooter, and the Raptors really need as they're gonna start searching the buyout market soon. But the Raptors, they can add Bogdan, they can add many pieces to work off their bench with their team because their bench is really bad. But with many good young players along with the veterans on the team, if Bogdan keeps the same energy on the Hawks as he played us last time, as he averages about 12 points per game and shoots 36% from 3, he can be hitting on defense if anything. But I can see why the Raptors would want Danilo Gallinari, as they're the same players on both the same team, but they do both the same thing, as Danilo shoots the ball a bit better, but we need more guards but we need more good shooting and guard play off that bench. But if you can play with people like Delano, Banton, Boucher, and others, he'd be very efficient off that bench, as I'll say again. But as y'all know, I'll give you a little backstory. Bogdanovich was supposed to be traded to the Bucks earlier, but the trade supposedly failed and didn't go through, as he had some harsh comments on that trade. I'm not going to mention what was said there, but looking at that to the contract, it's a trade movable contract. But Bogdanovich making $18 million, which correlates to about $6 million a season if I'm right, which is alright. But what the Raptors correlate to the salary cap, I don't know if they're under the luxury tax bill or over it. But I think if the Raptors are freeing some cap space, they can free the Raptors some cap space in the future season as they're willing to use some money. But this can be a good deal for both teams, as the Hawks are willing to offload salary, like as Trae Young and Kevin Huerter's extensions are about to kick in. So they might want to slot some cheap players for the Raptors, and buying Bogdan gives the Raptors some money to play with, and not letting Dragic walk in a lottery deal, as it was made earlier in summer in 2020. This can make the Raptors have some assets worth in the future. But honestly, the Raptors right now, I don't really think they want to touch the starting lineup, as it's been very good of late. But the weaknesses they have to assess are bench scoring, the lack of a big. But we've done really good without those needs. So if anything that's served, I think Bobby's gonna offload and use what they have. I think Bobby's gonna keep what they have and not offload what they have. I think by all means, it just means the Raptors are buyers and looking to add assets and have anyone on their team, if anything. But as I was saying, the Raptors are now buyers as they're looking to add assets and add more people on that bench. But if you can exceed expectations already at the end of the playoffs and finish in the second round, and maybe exit a second or third round team. But the Raptors can probably assess some needs they need in the future, like bench scoring. This can make the team very deep in the future years that are really nearing a playoff run. But I won't be mad. If I were to say what the Raptors would be, it would probably be a first and or second round team. I don't know if they finish probably they get eliminated in the first or second round, but I'm going to probably say within those two areas. But if they can get a bench, they're going to probably contend maybe in the East soon. But if the Raptors got bogged on, it'd be very good to see. But like the Raptors didn't get it done. They traded for Thaddeus Young, Drew Eubanks, and some picks for the Gordon Dragic. So I think the Raptors are going to probably move with a big ball lineup here because they like playing with 6-8 players and have many players that are long and are mobile. But yeah, the Raptors trade deadline didn't really go to what I thought, but we'll see if that starting lineup gets bench help. And yeah, I feel like Bogdan would have been a good add for their team, and they really need shooting right now because the bench, honestly, the average is giving is probably about 22 to 25 points per game, which is probably the second or third worst in the NBA. But then get probably one or two more, probably 10 points per game scores, and I hope Thaddeus Young can bring. That'd be very good to the team and a plus on both ends of the court. But the Raptors trade deadline, it was okay, but I felt like the Raptors could have made another move, probably like if you can get someone like, for example, like Bargon for Dragon instead of Thad Young, and then you could have moved like, for example, Kem Birch for like a PJ Washington or something. There's many moves they could have made. They could have even got Ibaka back. There's so many moves they could have made. But yeah, that's me done rambling. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on this video if y'all want me some more rants videos and kind of like commentary videos. But it's your boy Dean, baby. Have a good day, y'all. I'm signing out. Peace.